Hey folks, welcome back to California Central Valley. So, the last episode we were getting started cultivating on that field, on field 17 there, and we were trying to figure out why this bale would not sell. So, in between episodes, I did figure out why it won't sell. The sell trigger is actually not on the ground, it's up in the air somewhere in here. So, what we're going to end up doing is taking the landscaping tool and building up right here a little bit. That way we can set a stack of bales on top of it to sell, or drive a truck with a flatbed trailer up there and it'll sell. So first off, I'm going to get the hired worker over here, gonna get him going again, and then I'm gonna work on doing the landscaping for that little bit of landscaping over there for the bale sell point. So let's get into it. And again, I love this cultivated texture. It looks so good. So turn the hired worker on right here. Race him back up to the other end of the field. Why is there a strip over here that got missed? Interesting. We'll have to come back and plow that in. So let's get a little bit of landscaping done. It shouldn't be too hard. I did it on a solo play save game, and it didn't take a whole lot to make the mound here for the sell point. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this bale I don't know why my hydraulics are so jerky today. It's kind of odd. And see, it sold clear over here, but the sell point's over there. So I don't know, there's something not quite right, but we'll make it work. You can sell bales, it's just a little awkward. So we'll get it done, and hopefully it'll work. So landscaping, start landscaping, and we're going to go right here. We're going to change this to a square, and we're going to raise up right here like that, and then we're going to flatten like that, make a big flat area. That should be tall enough for what we want to do. Now we're going to switch it back to round, and we're going to zoom in a little bit so we can actually see what we're doing. Smooth off these edges a little bit. Make more of a pleasant approach. Over here, something that's not quite so harsh. That way when we go up it with a semi, with a flatbed trailer on there, we don't, immediately bottom out the trailer on our incline here. So, let's see how that looks. It's not quite as tall as I had it in my single player. I had it probably another foot taller than that. So let's try that again. Let's go C. And let's raise this up a little bit more. I just need to raise up. Come on, go down this side here. Just need to raise up in one spot enough that I can use the flatten tool and drag it across. So that should be good enough. Oh, dang it, that's not good. We'll smooth that in. I don't know what just happened with the lag there, but I'm lagging kind of hard today. Smooth up that edge there a little bit. There we go, and rotate over. Comb that down a little bit. There we go. That's pretty dang smooth. So again, I don't know what happened with the lag here, but I'm not going to mess with it. So let's take this truck, turn that help menu off. Oh yeah, that's nice and smooth. Alrighty, so let's go hop in our tractor over here and we'll get some more cultivating done. So first off, I did not save this course, so set B, and there we go. Back in business. So we're going to do a little bit of cultivating. Get these headlands knocked off, and then I'm going to rotate my GPS course 90 degrees to go lengthwise on the field, and we'll start working on the land work. So it's probably going to be kind of a slow episode today. It seemed like a whole lot of nothing's getting done, but it's a whole lot of nothing that needs to be done in order for us to actually start growing grass. So it kind of is what it is. That's life. It's a farmer's life. You do a whole lot, and it appears that you're not doing very much at the time, but in reality, it's a necessary evil, and it'll forward your profits at the end of the year. The little things build up, and at the end of the year, they turn into a big thing. They turn into a big profit and big returns on all the little bits throughout the year. So, I guess let's knuckle down. I'm gonna go in cab because I like driving in cab with the GPS. I don't have to pay attention to my wings nearly as much. I can just drive. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I'm really enjoying making these videos. Really enjoying playing on this map. It looks really good. It plays pretty good. I'm having a little bit of a frame rate issue today, but I don't know why that is. That might just be my computer acting up, or that might be the crop types. It might be a mod that I have. I'm not entirely sure. I will get it figured out though, or try to get it figured out. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this map, and I hope you guys are too. I really do like playing on larger scale, American style maps, especially ones that are based around somewhere that I have worked or I grew up around, doing things that I grew up around in an area that I've been around pretty much my whole life. So it's kind of cool. Should probably set my cruise down to like 22. That way when I'm turning around it doesn't just take off like it did there. So, I have been actually working on a real farm today. I was driving a semi, or a lorry for those of you in other parts of the world other than the United States where they're called lorries. I was hauling gravel to fill ruts in where the irrigation systems, where the pivots run around on the field. And so yeah, it was a pretty fun day today. Got to drive a truck that I haven't driven in, it's been a little over a year since I drove it. And yeah, it's an old 1993 Freightliner. I believe it's an FLD 120. It has a Caterpillar 6NZ engine in it. It turns out 600 horsepower, so it's a handful to drive. So that's what I've been doing with my day. Now I come home and I sit down at my computer and I drive a tractor for the evening. It's the kind of life I'm talking about right there. You drive tractors all day and then you drive tractors all evening. But I'm thinking about, I'm going to be driving this truck for quite a while, and I'm thinking about doing some videos from inside that truck or on top of the trailer while I'm driving it, If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can't get some real life videos out for you, some daily daily life videos. I'm not opposed to showing you guys what I do on a daily basis. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing some videos like those, then by all means let me know, and I will certainly make some and put them up on my channel. If there's another map that you guys want me to start playing some on too, I would consider doing that. So yeah, just let me know. I'm not too terribly interested in playing like the smaller scale European maps. Um, they're too tight, too crowded for my taste. But if you would like to see like an unrealistic series, or a series where I transform a map and put irrigation systems on it, and you know make one field into 6 different fields that are all irrigated fields, or something like that, then let me know. If you want to do an unrealistic series, I don't really have any unrealistically large equipment. I have large equipment by most people's standards, but it's kind of typical size equipment for the part of the United States that I'm in. It's 60-foot planters and 90-foot planters are pretty common. They're large scale farming or industrial farming is something that is pretty commonplace out here. It's not such a novelty anymore. Farming has progressed so far that that a 90-foot planter is just the average anymore. It's just what you expect to see on a farm in the Midwest. You expect to see huge planters and huge cultivators and multiple combines running in the same field. I mean, by Midwest standards, this is a tiny field. This is like almost a hobby farm in the Midwest, this field. And so yeah, I have really large equipment, and I could take that large equipment and go onto a medium-sized map with fields that would not justify that equipment and try and farm on there. That would be interesting. It would be a challenge to see if I could actually make it work with, on a medium-sized map with, large equipment. That would be an interesting proposition. I would be down to do that. So again, just let me know. Let me know what you guys want, and I'll see if I can't make it happen. But yeah, making pretty good headway across this field with 2 cultivators. We might get done cultivating it in this episode. We'll see. Just have to play it by ear, wing it a little bit. See what we come up with. So, how have y'all been? Let me know in the comments what you do for fun, what you do for a living. I'm always curious to see what people from different parts of the world do for their hobbies, for their fun, their downtime, what they do for work, and how things are done in different parts of the world. That's always interested me, and so yeah, let me know how you would go about cultivating and planting this field, or if you would have a field this big in the part of the world that you're from. And yeah, I'm kind of curious. This is the kind of farming that I'm used to. I'd like to know more about the farming in other places in the world, the lifestyles. That's it never ceases to amaze me how how different the same thing can be in different locations around the globe. The term farming is a general term, but it never ceases to amaze me how much it changes from one place to another. I mean, even going from Nebraska to Nevada, or Texas to Nevada, or even California to Nevada, the the whole idea of farming changes so drastically. It's just mind blowing. Different techniques in the field, different different planting schemes, different fertilizer schemes, different types of fertilizer entirely, different irrigation, different crops, and everybody has their own little way that they do things in. And so it's really cool to travel around a little bit and see just what the world has to offer as far as farming goes. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Let me tell me about where you're from and what it's like over there. And even as far as your culture goes, I'm always interested in hearing about people's culture, about how things in just a daily life routine, not pertaining to like work or anything like that, but just daily life, how things change. Because something that could be routine and normal for me could be just totally, excuse me, could be totally off the wall for somebody else across the globe. It could be something that they would never in their wildest dreams consider doing. And so, yeah, I would really enjoy to, hearing or reading about different cultures and, different people and the way they do things. But yeah, I'm starting to wonder if we're actually going to get this field done today. As far as just the cultivating, I don't think we're even going to get started on the planting. I mean, I could start planting over on that side or over on this side, but it seems like kind of a moot point. I mean, I guess I could start. I might do that. I might get one of the little JCBs over there with the seeder on it, get the seeder filled up, and start over there on that east side of the field. Turn it loose on a hired worker and let her tater chip. See how much trouble they can get into. I think I'm going to do that. Holy cow, this field is rough. I mean, look at this. And you hop out onto the side of the field and it's nice and smooth. That's crazy. That's some really hyperactive ground response there. So let's cruise up here to this tractor and get it going. See what all we can do. What kind of trouble we can get into. We're going to take this one. And let's see, open the covers. Does not have a good turning radius on these tractors. On an American style tractor where the hitch actually sticks out beyond the back tires, they turn pretty good, but this one they seem to struggle a little bit. That's not a good sign. Hopefully the hired worker won't get too confuzzled over it. Alright, that must be... Alrighty, well, let's get the covers closed up. And head on over to the field. So let's select grass. Get back out here on the highway a little bit. Alrighty. So, let's get kind of lined up in the right spot here. Yeah, that'll work. And turn the hired worker loose. Now let's see, I'm kind of curious to see if I even needed to cultivate this field. I'm going to feel kind of like an idiot here. Oh, I'm going to feel like an absolute idiot if this planter here is a direct drill. It shows how much I've used it in 19. I think this is actually the first time that I've really used it. I've played with it a little bit here and there, but not like actually sitting down and planting a whole field in one go with it. So let's see if it's a direct drill. It is a direct drill. Great, now I feel like an idiot. Oh boy. Well, since we're already halfway done cultivating, we're going to finish cultivating. We're not going to skimp just because I just found out that the drill that I'm using is direct drill. We started a project, we're going to finish that project. So let's ride along with this hired worker real quick. That looks absolutely amazing though. Trailing along behind the tractor. That looks really good. The ground response is a little bit excessive again, but bet you it's nice and smooth behind that planter. And end up getting a pretty decent crop off of here. So let's see how it handles turning around. Not too well. Well, that's not good. You gonna fix yourself, bud? No? Now you're just gonna get more lost? Might end up planting this field with courseplay. Because with courseplay you can set the turning circle and it'll actually figure it out pretty well most of the time. So we're going to do that. Set up the current edge path. Alright, I'm going to go in here, click on field 17. I'm going to tell it to do no headlands. And we're going to tell it to automatically set the width. And generate the field course. Holy crap, that's a lot. And for some reason, let's take a look at this and see if it's actually in the right spot. Yeah, it's in the right spot. So I'm going to set this up actually for 2 planters. And then I'm going to set this tractor as the one on the right, so it'll do right here. And then the other tractor, I'll set it up and it'll do right here. And then the one right here will come back right here, and this one will come back on the other side of that line there. So let's set up the tractor settings. Turning circle 7 meters. Let's bump that up to 15. And first waypoint, drive. Cool. So it's going to go back up through there. And then I will get this one, get it refilled with seed. Actually, I did not set on here. Where is it? Pathfinding, turn on field. Alright, so it will, or it should, stay within the field. It should not leave the field boundaries when turning around. Other than, to like nose out to get the planter all the way to the end of the field. So, let's pull this guy up under here. And refill it. And then I will pull up here and fill up the fertilizer. And we'll turn this one loose. And once this guy gets going, I think that's actually going to be the end of the episode. So what we're going to do for this one is we're just going to tell it to copy the course of that tractor. We're going to set it to one on the left. Oops. And yeah. We go zip down the highway over here. Set it up where it needs to be, and also need to save this course. That way, when I hop back on here tomorrow to record tomorrow's episode, or the following day's episode, because today's episode is tomorrow's, or today's recording is tomorrow's episode. And then tomorrow's recording is the following day's episode. Because I let the video upload overnight. So, in tomorrow's recording, I can, if I save the course today, I can apply the course tomorrow. And these tractors will just automatically go do what planter tractors do on courseplay. Just probably find some way to do the courseplay circle of death, but we're not going to talk about that, because if we talk about it, then they'll probably do it. So, this guy's going right along. Let's check this guy. Yes. He is actually doing what he's supposed to. Perfect. And that one is going to come up, and it's going to come back down on the left side of this tractor. So, folks, that is going to be it for today's episode. Other than this. This is F19 dual planter. There we go. And it's saved. Alrighty, well, folks, that is going to be it for today's episode. So, hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good night.